Yeah, we talking about Mariah May, Blake Monroe, whatever the hell you want to call her.
I love how
Yeah, can you tell me?
WWE about some random shit. Like, I can't believe they're booking her wrong. It's like, all right, bro. Y'all booking the whole show wrong.
I just don't understand how you take a person that just came off of one of the biggest feuds in wrestling and you just be like, hey, bro, we're going to take you. You're at the highest you've ever been. And we're just going to just drop you very, very low to the
Gonna tear
ground.
your ass down.
We're just going to just rip every single thing that made you great, that people love about you. We're going to strip all of that away.
Yep. We're just gonna
And we're going
turn you
to
into Tiffany, whatever her name
just
is.
yeah, just another Tiffany Stratton clone. Yeah, we're just going just another blonde.
They did that shit instantly. I didn't even like check in on her. I was like, it's over.
Bro, I tried to have faith. I
I told
tried.
y'all niggas it was over. No one liked
I
me.
was just like, Blake Monroe, please. I'm like, listen, her theme song slaps, her entrance slaps. I'm like, please, just do something with that, please, please.
I be trying to tell y'all, but y'all be having too much faith.
And that's why. Hey, look, hey, that's why I don't watch. That's why I do not watch no more, sir. I've stopped. I can't do it no more. I'm tired of putting faith and having hope and being disappointed every time. I'm tired of doing it.
Well, it
You know
seems
what
like
I'm saying?
most people are not tired of that. So,
Oh no. Well, yeah, some people actually love it and they think that they're actually doing fantastic. So I
but
like
some people
Triple
who
H.
hate it, but they still got faith.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true too as well.
That's the ones I don't. That's the ones that annoy me. Just be
Oh,
absolutely hating this shit and be like, but you know what? I'm gonna watch again this week too. It's like, okay.
I sat there watching Wise's stream and I saw him like have a mini crash out with what was going on. And I was just like, hey man, I'm praying for you, twin. You know, Triple H, let him cook, you know? He doing
Yeah.
his thing. It's just sad sometimes. I'm just like, oh, these niggas are terrible. Like people used to think that arc between like 2014 to 2019 was like horrendous. Because even me, somebody that left watching WWE to like check out AEW because I'm like, hey, I gotta see what AEW is talking. Because after that scene at Hell in the Cell, ref stoppage, DQ, whatever the hell they did, I was just like, yeah, I'm watching AEW. Let me see what the hell they talking about. Even that, with the whole Kofi losing the 5 seconds and everything, even that arc wasn't as bad as right now. Like, oh my god, like
Well, even 2008 to what was it? 2012.
hell, yeah. During that nasty that photo with what was it with Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and Zack Ryder and Kofi
Oh, the whole
and they're like
PG thing. Yeah.
yeah the entire PG era with Cena stealing belts from people and all that jazz
Thought it wouldn't get any worse than that, honestly.
and Raw from the laptop. Like, hey,
Yeah.
honestly, give me all of that instead of what we got right now. Like people definitely like thought at that time, man, this is some of the worst stuff I've seen in my entire life, and they did not know what was coming next because this, like, bruh,
Yeah, since coming back, I never thought anything could be worse than a PG era. And I literally just assume like it can't get any worse than this, but it clearly can.
yes, they surprised me.
And it's crazy because I don't even know what their roster even looks like anymore. The sad part is
Currently,
it's not even like see back then, you know what the problem with PG era was? They didn't have nobody. Their roster sucked. Their wrestling sucked. Everything sucked. Now, like they got stuff. They just suck. It's like having like when the Warriors got KD, not even KD. Like the Warriors when they was trying to get good, like 2015. And they was like, oh, okay, this team actually can make some noise in the playoffs. And then the season start, and they're like one of the worst teams in the league. It's like, how? Like this team is good. Like the WWE roster isn't terrible. Like that was the greatest excuse back in the day. It was like, yo, we pushing Zack Ryder right now. Like shit suck. But now they got people.
they just suck at booking. They suck terribly hard at booking, and I just
But also I think they just suck as a
uh,
company.
that too as a company whole, like whole, they're just terrible. The advertisements everywhere, every 5 seconds, like
Like
it's literally
as a company, they just are just horrible. They just operating horribly. Just like
it's like I think they just sound SmackDown. I overheard in the background Shrek talking to somebody. It might have been Baron Corbin, and he said, "Yeah, it's gonna be I'm face you and whoop you in front of 30,000 fans or whatever." And I thought about it. I'm like, wait, what stadium are they gonna be in? It only fits 30,000, and the stadium they're gonna be in actually fits 60 plus 5,000. I think they only got half that stadium filled.
yeah.
So yeah, and that just lets you know already. Like, but of course, it's 2 nights, so they're gonna be like, "Hey guys, new record combined 65,000. Hey, look at that!" Like, no, that's this booking has been bad. And even when you look at NXT wise, yeah, of course, Blake, like she got a North American Championship run. It didn't live up to much at all, mainly for the fact that again, her opponents that she started out with, like, yeah, they were decent, but the story arcs were just trash. And she was looking like not a top person. Like for somebody, as we just said, who's on top of the world as the AEW Women's World Champion, to hold this mid card belt, she should be elevating it. You know, like Moxley right now. Moxley is the Continental Champion. He's a mid card champion, but when you see him, he feels like he's the world champion.
Yep.
They didn't make her feel like that. They made her feel like she was a mid card champion and she was lesser than the people that were there, and that's not good at all.
Well, she's an indie wrestler, and that's just something we can't have. So
And then
that's
look what
what
they
made
do.
her cool.
And you know what they do with her? Not only you strip her of any edge, you eventually take forever, you send it to the main roster, and you give 9 weeks worth of vignettes before you finally show her on TV. And it's almost like she lost her accent at first when we first saw her on TV when she was talking with Chelsea Green. And then eventually I think she attacks Julia or something. And like I asked why is it Blake Monroe do anything tonight? And he was like, nah, she ain't do nothing. I don't even think she had a match yet. It's like, bro, why is she not in that ladder match thing to be the next women's world champion, interim champion while Rhea Ripley's hurt? Why is she not in that ladder match? Why you have Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte? Like you have all those other people in there. Why is she not one of those names that's in there? Why is she not even on SummerSlam card? To be honest with you, like that to me is the craziest part about it.
I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure of any of this.
You know what I am sure of? I know what you're sure of, 1000%. Is that when we had this, life was good. Life was fantastic. Mariah May and Toni Storm, they were money, both of them. I didn't think too much of Mariah May when she first got there because it made it seem like she was going to be like one of those super fans or something like that.
Like
And then
Harley
like,
Cameron.
yeah, that's what they made her feel like at first when she showed up. And I'm
Yep.
like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then, yo, she was just tapped in, and then
Yeah, when
they
she
had her
turned, it was crazy.
dressing. Bro, they had her like just fully dressing like Tony, doing everything, and like they even gave her the theme song and everything.
I
But
loved it too.
like you did mention though, that turn did happen. We gonna look at that.
Do what you gotta see that things for God's sake. Oh my God, watch for the shoe. Somebody needs to stop this woman. Losses. She's a psycho. It's the end of an affair.
I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to hear nothing.
No, here's the thing with AEW heel turns too. When they turn heel, they beat the dog shit out of you. Like when they turn, it's never just kind of like you remember when like and this is old. Remember when CM Punk turned heel and he hit the Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, he did like 2 moves and just stood there, and that was it.
Remember when Eddie turned on Ray and hit him with that brain buster after ripping his mask and had him bleeding on top of them steps? Yeah, I cried that day as a kid watching that, thinking that it was real. But I was in full on tears. I was like, yo, why the hell did this man beat down Rey Mysterio? Y'all best friends. What the hell is happening right now? That's the kind of beat downs niggas need to be having. And
That's
that's
a
what this
heel
was.
turn. That's how you
Exactly.
like that's real shit. Like the reason why we remember this is because she really did this. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like meaning not really did. I mean like, but like meaning like yo, she made a real statement that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Like that don't happen.
What we just witnessed Mariah May, Toni Storm, official for Wembley's.
My God, just magical.
That's so funny.
You have something like this. You have a person like Mariah May be on top of the world, top of the food chain in wrestling business, and you take her and you just water her down.
I mean, a lot of that comes from you got enough already. Remember, AEW dealt with this for a while. Remember, they just kept getting stuff and more stuff. Like everyone was all elite, like every day, and like everyone started to kind of get watered down a little bit because there was just too many people out there.
And that's the truth. And you know what, Tony Khan, I'll say this. Sometimes he learns his lesson and sometimes he doesn't. But he did learn his lesson with signing so much people because they even mentioned it. They're like, hey, Tony, there's a bunch of free agents that WWE just dropped, as you know, and got released. And he's like, hey, we're not going to be signing every single person that comes out because, again, they already have enough talent on the roster. But hey, you can always still add a couple more, but not like the old days. The olden days, like had this been 2021, 2020, or every single person that you just saw got released, they would have been in AEW next week.
The whole crew.
Like every last one of them. Like yesterday on Collision, which I forgot that was going to be on Thursday because Saturday is, SummerSlam. But yeah, on Collision, they immediately start Collision with Motor City Machine Guns because they're in Detroit. And I was like, you know what? I would have much preferred you had showed Motor City Machine Guns on Dynamites, but at the same time, you do still have to Collision. You can't just keep putting Collision off as a side show. You have to at least bring some kind of eye to it. So he said, "Please watch Collision." Niggas showed up, and you immediately start the show with those niggas in Detroit. Hey, that's cool with me. I ain't
And I
got.
also don't think they're gonna play this big role either.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they're just another great piece to the tag team division that now you can factor in, and they're gonna put on banger tag team matches with every single person you got there. Bucks, New Day when they eventually show up, Edge and Christian, Death Riders, Don Callis family, et cetera, et
Yeah.
cetera. So
Yeah.
I'm with it. And again, the main important thing here is they're gonna be here and wrestle and have fire matches, and that's the most important thing that they have. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with something like this, with Mariah May, as you said, like they stripped a bunch of things, and she came here. Did she need to be in NXT? No, but she said she wanted to be in NXT because she knew how great that women's division was and wanted to start there. So it's like, all right, cool. So be it. But if she's gonna be there, Sean, you have to put her over. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to show why you guys signed her, why she was one of the hottest free agents. You have to show that and showcase that to the people, especially those that don't even watch AEW. You got to showcase that because as far as they know now, especially whether you're NXT or just main roster watchers, as far as people know right now, Blake Monroe ain't nobody.
Well, I would argue that same point is why they do what they do, right? It was like some people don't even know, didn't watch her in AEW, and I think they bank on that, which is why they don't do these things. They kind of be like, it's almost like they try to erase their history, like UE. They try to like erase the history they had before them and then try to like change them unless they have a long history, right? Like you can't change AJ Styles. You can't act like that's not AJ Styles. You can't change his name. Like that's just impossible. But a girl like Mariah May, she had a moment that's very memorable. One of my favorite rivalries of all time, especially absolutely my favorite women's rivalry ever. But that can be forgotten if you don't watch like that. And they ruin people because they assume you ain't going to remember.
Which is terrible, honestly. Mainly off the fact that, like, had this been back then where you were actually gaining new fans, you're in a time now where you still have your diehards and your diehards kids that show up to these shows. So those diehards, a couple of them, if there was a percentage for it, at least 50% of them know who the hell Mariah May was. The 50% probably was like, all right, I've only watched many WWE. I don't know about anything, or I don't even look at Twitter or anything like that. The other 50% definitely know who the hell she is. And when or another best good example, Mike Santana from TNA. He just joined T recently. They changed that nigga's name to, I don't even know the hell it is. We'll just say Jose Gomez. It's like, bro, the dude was already on NXT before when you guys were partnering with TNA as Mike Santana, but you changed his name to Jose Gomez just so you can be like, all right, new guy. Here he is right there. Jose Gomez.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's almost like it's almost like they don't care about anybody.
They don't. I swear to God, they don't. And it's the dumbest thing to me. It's like, why?
It's almost like they don't want you to prosper unless it's like how they want you to prosper.
Exactly. They
It's
just
almost
force
like if
whatever
you
they want
prosper
to.
in a way that didn't involve them, they're actually kind of like upset with you. How
Yo,
fucking
fact.
dirty.
They're like, hey, bro, how'd you get over in the Indies? I'm a fashion designer. I got a brand called Parasol. Hey, none of that. Actually, no, none of that. None of that.
No, actually, you're gonna work at a steel mill.
Yeah, you're steel mill, hardworking man, and you used to be best friends with Trick Williams at one point. Yeah,
Your name used to be
homies.
sold, now you Steel Mill Jones. Okay.
It's like, wait, but that got me over there. Yeah, but try getting over with this though. See how this goes.
You're here now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, man. We already got your merch ready and everything, man. Here go these overalls. Here go your top hat. You'll be all right. It's like, but what happened to my drip, bro? It's all right. This overall's gonna get over, bro. It's gonna get over. Look at Trick. Trick used to wear a hella different fits in NXT. As soon as he got to the main roster, he showed up they gave him a white mink coat, and they're like, "Hey, bro, where your white mink coat at? It's a new week. I'm wearing something different." No. They love that white mink coat. Show up in that white mink coat. You lemon pepper steppers every single week. That's the only fit you're gonna wear going forward. That nigga is
I remember
stuck
when I
wearing a
told
white
y'all.
coat. The nigga over as hell. But guess what? He's stuck in a revolving door in terms of promo, in terms of the attire.
He's the new day. They're gonna find a way to make it. They're gonna do the caricature of a black guy. And he's just gonna be the funny black dude who does funny things and dress all like a nigga, and we all gonna laugh and enjoy it. So he's a star. And then, 5 years down the road, when he's still doing the same thing, basically, or in catering, or being more of a caricature of a ghetto or a weird like black dude in some way. It's gonna be the same thing. So
He's a pimp. He's a pimp, man. He's a pimp.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
he
that's what they
is.
do. And I
And
saw it
that's,
forever ago. While everybody else was screaming he a star because he was on The View or whatever. I'm like, all right, well, I know we're excited that this guy's doing is getting attention. Do you see how he's getting it? Don't matter. I'm happy he's doing good. It's like, okay. All right. No one cares until it's time to care. It's so funny. It happens every time. Like I don't know how everyone don't see this same thing. It's the same. Like I remember these same videos everybody used to post about I'm done with WWE or this is terrible. Like this isn't like new. It's the same thing all the time. And then they do like one good storyline every like year and a half. They do one really it ain't great, but they do one really good storyline and everybody fall in love again for like 6 months. Nah, honestly, they fall in love with that one storyline for probably like 2 years. And that storyline will be at this point completely dead and no one even, and like honestly, it's over. And people still will stick with it long enough till they realize, wait, this sucks. And then they realize it sucks again. And now they're mad again. It's weird. AEW, not to do WWE versus AEW, but
that's definitely
they
what this is.
they don't do it is, but it is what it is. But like AEW has not at some point, like even in like they weekly shows was just like it was ass. It was like they kept the violence and the wrestling alive. WWE, the problem is your stories suck. That's all you got. And because that's all you got, everything sucks. Like AEW can suck for a while, but you know what? Those pay-per-views was always gonna be fire. Just
Hey,
simply because of wrestling.
this is no glaze towards AEW. None. This is just pure facts to tell you this. When AEW constantly for the past what is it? How long has it been? 7? For the past 7 years, when they continuously look at you in the camera and they say, this is where the best wrestle, they don't just say that in terms of, hey, I'm bragging, this is where the best wrestle. It's not only that. It's also telling you this is what wrestling is. Like we're showing you wrestling. That's where you're supposed to show up to watch it. WWE is World Wrestling Entertainment. They're giving you wrestling entertainment. They're going to try to entertain you, not with wrestling, but just with the entertainment. Wrestling happens just to be in between for a reason. It's a very coincidence that wrestling's in between world and entertainment for a reason, because wrestling is the in between for the advertisements that they're giving you on TV right now. If you're not watching wrestling and catching ads, you're watching ads and happen to be catching wrestling in between. That's what this is. And as you said, if their storylines and promos aren't entertaining and not capturing anything, your entire show's trash because you don't really catch wrestling on this show, regardless of the fact.
Yeah, they've been dealing with this for a while too. I remember,
Yeah.
like, because I mean, think about it. Like, not AEW, ruthless aggression and attitude era. It was still that. Like, it was the entertainment factor of everything. It was like the wrestling. Like, dude, a Stone Cold and Undertaker match without the entertainment, that match kind of trash. Like, what made WWE great was literally the entertainment. So them calling it World Wrestling Entertainment was perfect because that's what they were doing, and it was really good. So you had to be very entertaining. You had to have great, interesting characters that meant something. But like they just at some point, wrestling itself just kind of changed. So like when the Ring of Honor and all that stuff started happening, and like the TNA stuff started happening, WWE just wasn't wrestling that style. So like when wrestling evolved, the people that was like, wait, I actually like watching the in-ring stuff a little more. They kind of never evolved until that NXT run they had. And then they just went back to that WWE style of like same thing every day. I don't know.
And that's the problem, because like I agree 100% what you just said, because when you look how you go from ruthless aggression, where again you still had plenty of great wrestlers at that time, even bleeding into 9 and 2010, like you still had great wrestlers and you still had good stories going on. Like stories, there were still random like nasty storylines that you got that you're like, all right, bro, I don't really care about this. But also in between there, you got Shawn Michaels and Taker in this illustrious story that they got going on. Triple H involved in there, Jeff Hardy, and so on and so forth. CM Punk, there's a bunch of stuff that's happening. And then eventually you get to an arc during the 2012s, 2011, 2013s where you're like, okay, this is kind of nasty with the stuff you've been giving us. But at the same time, I'm still captivated by a John Cena. Yeah, the dude, there's a lot of people that hate the nigga and want him to get the hell up out of here, but he's still one of your best promos on TV. You still love Randy Orton. You're just enamored with Daniel Bryan. The guys are so over. You had a yes chant over, and now the crowd is just saying yes the entire time this dude's on screen. Niggas still love Dolph Ziggler. Niggas still love CM Punk. The Shield is there. There's a bunch of other factors that's all still there that people still enjoy. And most of the people that we named are good wrestlers. And as you said, you transition into, you see an NXT startup. NXT gives you the bunch of great wrestling, the takeovers. And even if you put NXT to the side on your main shows, eventually you still have a Seth Rollins putting on a banger match. You got an AJ Styles that eventually shows up. You still enjoy some of the stuff that's happening with Shane McMahon showing back up, having matches. There's still storylines that you still enjoy. Yeah, there's still a bunch of trash in there, but you still a bunch of storylines that are, interchangeable, and people are still putting on good matches. You took yourself from all of this, and as soon as you hit COVID, that's when things had to make a complete flip for yourselves, because you're like, all right, no longer are you entertaining in front of fans that are live. Now you're just entertaining yourself in front of people at home and the screens, which forced them to start actually getting in that entertainment acting bag. You got that with Tribal Chief Roman and the Bloodline storylines and stuff like that, and the Fiend giving you random other, what are those pre-recorded matches? He had that stuff or whatever. He had the stuff with AJ and Taker, and some of that stuff was actually entertaining to watch. Those are actually, storyline driven and cool to watch. Fiend and Cena and stuff like that. Like, and don't hey, this is not me excluding the women, because again, we're still talking about Blake Monroe and them here. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. You had Asuka still going crazy. You had. Do you remember that COVID ladder match for the Money in the Bank where they going up the Titans Tower?
Yeah,
They go fight for that?
WWE was in their bag at that time.
Yeah, bro, just Vince was just doing whatever he could to keep people entertained,
Yeah.
and it was working. It was Baron Corbin throwing niggas off the roof. I'm thinking niggas is dying.
I loved how different WWE was in 2020.
Like it was great. And even NXT, they were still doing crazy things. Velveteen Dream dressed up as Negan from Walking Dead, having a street fight with Adam Cole and them niggas out there in the parking lot. Gargano and Ciampa still going crazy, and everybody did something different, and actually everything worked the way it was supposed to. And even when you got the fans back into the arenas, things were still entertaining. You had a good story. You had still good matches, because the people from NXT, as you said, they all were great wrestlers. So eventually when they move up, they're still going to have fire matches with people. The
But
moment
we had Roman Reigns, just going up.
Exactly. And Roman eventually gives you the Netflix deal because of how great he was. It's like the moment Triple H took over and the moment you made your deal with TKO, it's like everything started to flip from wrestling and entertainment to advertisements and entertainment. And entertainment just went out the window, because for a guy, again, I had all the faith in Triple H. All the
Y'all
faith in
did.
I was like, you know what? If NXT was that good, this guy should be able to book Raw and SmackDown. And I was completely wrong. I hate that I was completely wrong, because I thought Triple H booked that stuff. And apparently he did not. Apparently he didn't do none of that, because you look at Raw and SmackDown, you don't got no kind of entertainment at all. None. And this dude had all the utmost faith in Cody Rhodes to be his guy. And the moment that belt came off of Roman Reigns, the moment he got off of Roman Reigns and he put it on Cody, everything went downhill from there. And the funniest part is the downhill spiral of from 2024 on was also the upward spiral for AEW.
It was slow build, boy. I was trying to tell people it was slow.
It just, bro, from that point for, like, again, AEW had greatness in 2019, 2020, 2021. They had some great moments in there. They also had a lot of low lights, but great moments. But it wasn't until 2024, right after they got done with the whole CM Punk video being leaked and showing it on screen and all that. Once they got past all the BS and they put all that to the side, Tony Khan snorted some coke and went to work, and it just went uphill, and they haven't looked back since. WWE, they've went downhill constantly, and they're still going down. They're constantly snowballing down as we speak, and that just leads me back to what we got right here with Blake Monroe, Mariah May. You had somebody who was on top of the world, and you put her in that same snowball that you got right there, and she just started tumbling down with y'all. Sad to see. It's sad. And the running gag always is going to be when Toni Storm had the interview with Mariah May. She said, listen, I sentence you to a lifetime of mediocrity. They're going to always ask themselves, whatever happened to Mariah May? The moment she said that, ever since then, that's it. Say goodbye.
That's actually kind of funny. She didn't even did she know she was leaving?
I think she probably knew eventually she was going to leave at some point. But at that time, it's like, that's crazy to think about, that when she said all this, that once you lose, it's over with. It's GG's. I sent this to you to a lifetime mediocrity. That's it. You're gone. No, everyone's going to forget about it and ask themselves, whatever happened. And that's the truth. That's what happened. Everybody now has to sit here and be like, damn, whatever did happen to Mariah May? Remember when she was here? That was
crazy about this, though. Toni Storm is in AEW. And what I mean by that is, girl, Toni Storm was right there. Why did you think, you could, You couldn't not expect this to happen in WWE. Look at like I would have looked at Tony Storm and been like, okay, he wasn't shit in WWE for a
Hey,
while.
twin. Before you finish your soliloquy you about to say, and that's a problem for all the people. The problem is that people have this dream of WWE, and again, and I was with somebody too as a kid. I was like, oh, I would love to be in WWE. It wasn't until I saw the business and saw everything goes, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not as interested in being there. It's the truth because people just have this dream of like, at some point I want to be in WWE. And as you said, you see somebody like Tony Storm who was just there 3 years prior to when you guys have this whole feud and match and everything. And she left. Yeah, she had a pie and whipped cream on her face in the random storyline she was doing. And she literally came out and said she was killing her love for wrestling. Like
Yeah.
she dead was like, bro, this is killing me. Like I don't even want to do this no more for real. And guess what ignited the flame back in her? She went to AEW and that just reignited everything for her. And look what she became. One of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. Mercedes Moné, she left during COVID with Naomi. She left. Both of them niggas left. She said, you know what? She ain't with what the hell's going on backstage. She ain't with none of this. She out. Bet on herself. She believed that she was bigger than what the hell they had going on there. And guess what happened? She's one of the best here.
Yeah.
So when you see a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs who had a dream of probably being a world champion or probably being there, who knows? For him to see what they do with black wrestlers over there and think that he was gonna reach something there, I just don't get it personally. I don't get it at all.
I don't know. Maybe she don't like Tony Storm or something, but I would have been like, Tony, so I'm getting this, I see this deal with AEW. I just want to know, like, with WWE, I want to know, like, why would you leave? Like, this money look crazy. Like, why'd you come here?
If I'm Tony Storm, I'm talking with Mariah May and she's saying, hey, I'm thinking of leaving and heading over to NXT and join them over there and all that. I would dead look at her and say, I wouldn't do it. But if that is what you want, go right ahead. That's all I can say. Like, if somebody's dead set on something, hey, that's them, and you can't stop them from wanting to live their dream. But at the same time, I'm gonna still tell you first, hey, I wouldn't do that.
All right.
Like, bro, what you have here, what Mariah May built here, it's actually insane that now all of that is just stripped away, and she's just whatever she is over there now. It's Blake Monroe. Like, she would have been in position, especially with, think about it, Tony Storm. We ain't seen Tony Storm since, God, I don't even know when the hell it was. It was like early this year, and they said she was gone for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like, bro, she could have been in a position to be right back at that top spot.
She could have also been nervous about the whole shit with that other girl who ain't wrestling, who was on top. But I think she just got, the talent just passed her by. I can't think of her name though.
Britt Baker? Nah, you see, Britt's a different story. See, Britt, she did have problems with the booking that was going on with her and Mercedes, and that's kind of what stemmed with certain things happening. And then eventually, Tony Khan just hadn't put him back on TV yet. Now, do I think Britt Baker will ever be back on TV? Possibly. I mean, down the line this year, there's going to be a show that's going to be representing Rebel. You know, I think all the donations going to ALS. You would assume that Tony Khan would put Britt Baker, the person that's been with Rebel majority of her time here in AEW, you think that Britt Baker will be on that show. So we'll see if she ain't on there. I don't know if she'll ever come back. If she's not on that show, I don't think she's ever coming back, to be honest with you.
Well, but looking at what Britt Baker's doing right now, she locking in with Rebel right now.
Hey, shouts out to Rebel, shouts out to Britt. Hopefully they'll eventually get back. But even if Mariah May's looking at it from that perspective, she shouldn't have, because look where you were at the top. And I think you could have still been in that position. Like, eventually, of course, Tony Khan is
going to be on that show. She literally wearing the shirts.
Yeah, she gotta be.
She's wearing the shirts. She's literally just locking in with her right now. That's just sad, man.
Yo, that's honestly probably the most terrifying thing to me. Like I know there's a lot of like sicknesses you can get out there, like cancer and a bunch of other things. Like, that's the one that has me like, I'm terrified, because it's like there's no cure for it. It's like once you get it, it's like you're just, that's it. Like, you're good, you're done, and there's no options to it. Like, that to me, seeing Rebel, seeing TJ2K, I'm like, yo, that's, to me, that's yeah, nah, that's terrifying.
Sad, man.
It is, like, especially when you see where those two people, specifically I just named, where they were in their careers. As I said, we used to see Rebel wrestle in the ring. We used to see CJ2K run for thousands and thousands of yards and touchdowns and celebrations, a bunch of all that stuff. And now it's like, that's just stripped away. Hey, man, hey, mid-video here, we're letting you know, hey, donate to ALS to find a cure, because that stuff to me is like insane. How
are they finding a cure though?
That's my thing. They've been doing this for a while now, and to me, it's like, bro, how do you even like the amount of money people have donated?
I'm wondering about the whole donation thing. I'm not saying don't donate, but I always wonder. I'm like Well, no, it's not even finding the cure. I guess it's the other one. I be wondering about the whole like awareness. It's like I'm paying. Am I paying for marketing?
I don't know. I don't know how the ins and outs of it. And to me, I'm 1000% sure certain places have cures to things already, and the government can't get money from it, so they're not trying to like tap in with it. Like people have said a while ago, cancer, they have a cure for cancers, but they're like, hey, we can't really get money for this specifically. Like we can't get money from niggas from this, so we're gonna just keep it the way we've been doing it.
We're gonna
Like,
find better ways to fix it without having to fix it.
yeah, we can't really, we don't get profit from this, so we just gonna just think of a different way of solving this problem. And even I've seen people say they've found stem cells in terms of ways to help people with diabetes. And again, instead of figuring out a way to, okay, let's mass produce this, let's figure out a way to help people out with that. They're like, money, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get niggas Ozempic, get niggas everything else.
It's no way to prevent ALS.
ALS is like just something that you can just bam out of nowhere just get hit with, and it's like, what? It's like, nigga, how? Like that to me is the scariest thing out there. I'd rather get bit by a venomous snake in the woods than get that. That's just because it's like, bro, what, nigga? Like, sir, like you telling me out of nowhere I could just be cooked for good?
Damn.
Like, yeah, nah, that's wild.
Bro, we can't even have no damn wrestling match. Let's just sit down and just talk, y'all.
Yeah, hey, y'all, look, hey, this was the segment by ALS. Hey, man, if you
We're just gonna have a little
donate,
panel. And this shit gonna be sad as hell. I ain't watching that.
hey, hey, that show. It's very important to watch that show and support the people, man. Hey,
That's true too.
yeah. So
Because dude, they remember that the show they did for
Brody Lee.
yeah, like they are going to like they let the emotions fly in AEW, boy.
Bro, that had me. I listen. I kid you not, y'all. When Brody Lee passed, I had legit cried that day. I can't lie to you. I was like, yo, this man, like, because again, you saw him as Luke Harper, you saw him as a bunch of, but when he got over here, you got to see the other side that he could have been, the greatness he brought to this character. They even showed more stuff with his son and his wife and all that stuff. And I'm just like, yo, man, this young kid lost his father at this age, and it's like, oh God. And then they gave you the video package of everything with him, with New Day, and how he used to play games up, down, down, and all that other stuff. And I was like, oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me. Then Eric Rowan shows up and on the show, and then they tearing up and they have the signs. Nigga, I was cooked. I was gone. I was cooked. So to see somebody like this, again, they're gonna have this show for Rebel and everything.
They got his kid there, everybody hugging him and stuff.
Exactly. Tony Khan crying on TV. I'm like, you're killing me.
Yeah, like they were not holding back.
Bro, Lance Archer crying on TV. Everybody in tears.
Everybody throwing up the Dark Order sign, crying.
MJF taking a beating from
the kid.
Yo, man, it's man.
I know this shit gonna be sad as hell.
It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be real sad. Like,
golly. They probably gonna have her like talk about ALS if she can.
Yeah, for sure. They could definitely gonna have like a video for her to.
She pulling up.
No. She is pulling up. I just meant like they gonna give her a mic in front of the people and have her do that.
Might.
God, I hope y'all don't do that to her. Like, don't let her have to go out there and like.
Yeah, well, we don't know it though. She probably can talk though. Yeah, I remember the sad video she posted about it.
It's the craziest part about the whole thing. I'm sorry, y'all, for veering off into full on in this, but this is just the topic of the discussion for right now. It's crazy because I remember she said how her doctor told her she had some kind of sickness, I think, or I can't remember what the hell it was. But they said she had some kind of sickness, and later on, I was like, oh wait, we're wrong. Actually, you actually have cancer. Actually, and I'm like, nigga, what? Tell me your doctor tell you something wrong, and then you have this. So I saw that video and I was like, oh man, that sucks. I'm like, well, let's pray for her. Hoping she's good. Then we find out later on, she's like, yeah, I got ALS. I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, bro.
What doctors are you going to?
I'm like, can we give her a break?
She's already in the wheelchair.
Like, bro, she already getting cooked. And then you just be like, yeah, bro, hey, by the way, twin, you got this. It's like, come on, man. Like, the way how that stuff hits back to back is how I be feeling, honestly, on a monthly, weekly basis. Just cause like, I swear, my luck, it just be out the window, bro. I swear to you. Like, I think one thing's going well, and there's something out the window. Just be like, hey, bro, guess what? I'm gonna throw this brick at your face real quick. Take this brick and just throw it at you directly in your face. It's like, bro, I just got hit by a bus. Why is he throwing a brick at my face? Life be crazy. Life honestly be crazy. And like right now, I'm back in Austin. I'm back in Austin.
That's crazy.
Why did we waste money to head up to Seattle and it didn't work out? It's stuff like that. You know, it's like life just be throwing curveballs at niggas, and it just be crazy. It is the crazy. Now my brother currently he's finishing out the last 6 months or last 4 months in Arizona right now because his site in Amazon is not launching until October. So he has to go to Arizona, work there for 2 months, and then go back to Washington, work there for the last couple months, and then because if he decided to decline everything, come back to Texas, he would lose out. He had to pay back the money that they gave him. So instead of doing that, he has to just finish out his last months. So now he's gonna be over there, and people in the house, some people in the house, like my mom specifically, she's sad about it. She don't want to have him be out there. Again, he's our older brother. So, but again, again, random stuff
So we
happening.
do know we are recording. Just making sure you know that.
Shit, I can't. Story, listen, my story. Listen, I can give. Hey,
I thought
let me
you
tell you
just
something.
dropping lore. I'm like, I was gonna let him do it, but
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So let me tell you something. So I know my audience. My audience is not making it this far in the video.
That's funny.
I know my viewer retention. They will not get this far. There's only like a handful of people I know that will make it this far. Wiseau will make it this far. I know Angel will make it this far. I know what's my guy's name? Oh man, I forgot my guy's name. Nah.
Well, he ain't making it no more.
Oh, I forgot your name, twin. My bad. I ain't mean to forget your name. It's been a minute since I seen a comment. So I kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But it's my homie from Australia. I forgot his name specifically, but he gonna make it that far. And there's another dude, new the guy we just got. They be watching it. They be putting timestamps. They be watching the video, the whole video. So they'll make it this far into the video. The other folks, oh nah, they stopping. As soon as don't talk about Mariah May, they out. Since we got a Rebel, they was like, hey bro, I'm clicking on this video right now. But yeah, but I say all this to say life will throw you curveballs, and all you can really do is pray about it and hope that God has everything in hands and plans for you. Sometimes things just don't work out for you. You make a wrong decision and things can go bad.
Yeah.
Like Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe, she made a bad decision. She should have never went to WWE. She should have stayed in AEW. But guess what? She's young. She's only like, I don't know what, 26, 27? I don't know how old she is for real. I'd have to Google
Let's find out.
Let's find out. How old is Blake Monroe?
Hey.
She's 27 years old, turns 28 on August 4th.
Oh, she'll be 28 in a few days.
So guess what? You're only 28 years old. You have plenty of career left. I'm going to be honest with you, Blake.
Oh, no. I keep hearing how over 30. I don't know. People are saying they don't like that. I don't know.
Hey, Blake, listen to me. I know you're probably not going to watch this video, and that's okay.
She might.
I'm going to get this out. I'm going to get this. She might. You might. Who knows? I'm going to get this out there to you right now. It's okay if you decide to quit WWE and come back to AEW. The door is always open. You didn't leave on no bad terms. You've been chill. You can leave. It's okay.
But does she like wrestling? Like, does she like getting, like she could?
Say that again?
Does she like being violent? Because some women just don't want to be doing all that all the time.
And that I can understand. But you know what? Here's the thing. And here's what I'll say about that. In AEW, you always have a choice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tony Khan ain't telling these two women to go out there and go beat each other to death. He's not doing that. That's both of them doing what they want to do. He always go. Tony Khan, if Tony Khan can't do nothing else, he gonna let the wrestler do what the wrestler wants to do. Can't say the same for the other place. So Mariah May, you should not have left AEW. You are now sentenced to a lifetime of mediocrity over here in WWE. I hope you figure that out at some point and you're able to come back over to the correct side of things, but only time will tell.
That's it.
Any final thoughts on Mariah May / Blake Monroe?
I know Tony still don't have 1 million followers yet. That's interesting.
Where she's at right now?
947.
Yeah, give it. Yeah. It'll be there. So
you would think it would have been 1 million by now.
Yeah, you would think, honestly, but
that's what WWE will.
She not. You know what she needs. You know what she needs to do. She not. This is what it is, right? She's a little too real for the people. She don't really be out here like posting thirst traps. She don't be out here doing like a bunch of other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, has she been like doing stuff like that? Yeah, she already be past 1 million, but she ain't doing that stuff like that.
Blake Monroe's only at 520.
Hey, shout out to that 520 though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that.
I mean, WWE is a great job security. You're never going anywhere. Nothing's gonna ever happen. As long as you just do your job, stay low.
AEW is great job security.
Yeah,
Britt ain't been on TV in I don't know how long, and she is still collecting the check.
Yeah, I think WWE gets you followers pretty fast, like way faster. I think it looks better on a resume.
That's true. It definitely will. But as somebody who
still weak though,
like you can take side note, by the way. Hey, I don't really care. I can say what I want on the show. This is our show. Hey, Cora Jade, I get. We already know most people don't run their Twitter accounts. Sometimes they have a manager run their Twitter accounts, as we all know. Cora Jade DM'd me her OnlyFans link on Twitter.
No, I didn't.
Do you know who Roxanne Perez is?
No.
The little short Latina in Judgment Day.
Oh, I thought she was Asian.
That's hilarious. Well, her good friend back in NXT, the two people that just love CM Punk and love AJ Lee. Yeah, one of the other people, Cora Jade, she left NXT to start the OnlyFans, and eventually she came back and joined TNA or something. Who knows? But yeah, she had DM'd me on Twitter and sent her OnlyFans link. That's just the hilarious part. I find that hilarious.
Random fact I didn't need to know about.
That's to me that's just hilarious. And you know what? That fact is to point out that people in WWE, they will use that platform to not get themselves on OnlyFans.
It will.
Hey, yeah. Hey, do a real quick check. How much people does Jada Parker have?
I don't know.
I want Jada Parker, the black girl, the one that's with Jey Uso now.
Yes. Let me see what they got. I don't know.
I want to see what Miss Parker got.
Social media. So I gotta hope I can click it. What's her name?
Jada Parker. JAIDA Parker.
Let me see. Okay, well, 4,000.
4,000?
Yeah.
NXT ain't doing their job.
I mean, this is a fake account. It's just literally only 4,000.
Oh, it's a fake account. Okay. Then I'm like, somebody adding up here. Hold on. Let me go to this. Let me go to this Instagram page. What's going on here? 562K followers. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, WWE will give you your followers on social media, and they'll give you all that platform stuff for you. You know what I'm saying?
And that makes you like a full star. Like AEW, they're never gonna make you look like how WWE can make you look.
I disagree on that.
Nah, you'll never look like they're not good at that.
I disagree. I think Toni Storm is for sure portrayed and shown like a full star. Mercedes Moné is portrayed and shown like a full star.
Yeah, but if she was in WWE and they gave her that, it'll be better.
I'm not sure it would. I think maybe old WWE, not current though. Current is not, they just don't. Just think about it, right? Look at Jade Cargill. That's another example. Jade Cargill, you brought her over and you were trying to show her as a star, big star, and now she's not even looked at that way. She wanted.
No,
People
I'm going off when I last saw it, so I couldn't.
Hey, look, people will say, hey, Jade Cargill was the women's world champion. And it's like, well, yeah, she was the women's champion for around maybe 200 plus days, possibly. I'm not sure what the number. She had one title defense against Jordan Grace, and then eventually she fought Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania and lost. And that feud was also horrendous the entire time. The promos were terrible. Everything was trash. They had the Twitter beef that bled into the show. And it showed all the politics of WWE in general in that situation. It's like, no. She was carried more like a star in AEW being an undefeated TBS champion than she was as the WWE champion here in WWE.
You know
yeah,
what?
of course. Okay, yeah, of course. She'll get on ESPN. She'll get on Joe Budden's podcast. She'll do that stuff. And that's great. That's fantastic. Hey, I love that she gets to, showcase as a black woman everything that she can. But at the same time, it's like, bro, they're not treating you the way you're supposed to be treated.
I'll give y'all, look, word of advice to all the people out there. If you ever want to be right about wrestling, just don't believe in anything unless you really, really believe in it. And you'll always be right. That is all I've ever done in wrestling is I just lead with this shit ain't gonna work because if you wait long enough, it won't work. I remember everybody was excited for Jade Cargill. Everybody was like, AEW fumbled. They had a star. They didn't know what they was doing. They don't have a performance center. They didn't develop her right. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you just wait long enough. That's all you got to do. Just wait long enough. Now look, it all changed. Same thing with the Death Riders. Everybody was like, I hate the Death Riders. It sucks. Everything sucks. Just disagree with what everyone's saying, and you'll be right eventually. Hold on tight.
It's a shame that it gets to that point. But with that being said, I think we're going to wrap this up here. A solid hour of Blake Monroe, WWE, ALS, life in general.
It was all over the place.
We went all over the place. Hey, it was a great show.
It was a damn good show. Damn good show.
Hey, Blake, come back, please. My God, I would love Mariah May and Tekla in a feud, please.
I definitely do miss having Mariah May around.
Come on, man.
Mariah May, it's funny because Tekla is basically an outspoken Mariah May. Because Mariah May didn't do a lot of talking for real.
She didn't do a whole lot. She did, and when she did do talking though, it hit.
Yeah.
She had a way with words.
And Tony Khan could not stand her.
Not
Tony Khan. Tony Schiavone.
Oh, yo, Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone could not stand Mariah. I know you happy Mariah May go.
Yo, Schiavone. Schiavone was crashing out. My God.
Oh my God, Tony.
Like Schiavone.
Oh my God, Schiavone. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so frustrated with her.
I'm sick of her. And Nigel was glazing every time he could, and it's perfect. It was. I miss it. I remember when Tony shows up as Mariah May, playing the role of Mariah May. It's Tony Storm.
Yeah, those were good times. We ain't getting those times back anytime soon. Mariah May locked in for at least 10 years. Well,
Hell
unless
no.
they cut her.
TKO. You love cutting niggas. You love to do it.
They'll cut
Please,
them
I
over
beg
real
you.
quick.
Yeah, they will. They will. They gonna come up to you and be like, hey, you want to hold this pay cut? Nah, I beg it up out of here.
You ever seen Harlem
Please.
Nights? I wish Frank was in here right now. It was
Harlem
a
Nights. Yeah. Was that that's what Eddie Murphy and
yeah.
and
And
company and a
Ricky
bunch of all that.
Flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a scene where Shorty was like, "I gotta cut you." That's WWE. Eventually, everything cool, but then they just look at you like, "I gotta cut you."
Hey dog. Hey, Seamus. Hey, man. I know you've been out injured and all, but make it just a little bit too much money. To when you want to take this pay cut? Nah, I'm good. Hey, man, we gotta cut you, man.
I gotta cut you.
I gotta cut you, man. I gotta. Hey, man. You be easy, man. We wish you well in the future endeavors and all that, whatever that means.
Is he
Know what
able to
I'm
like
saying?
wrestle?
Yeah. He was just he was actually just rehabbing his he was rehabbing and he was gonna eventually come back. It was just, they wanted a pay cut. He didn't want to do that, so he left. New Day, as of today, is available now. They can be brought in to wherever the hell they want to. And Motor City Machine Guns, they already just got, no on Collision. So I think New Day show up at All in London after the Bucks and Edge and Colt match, and that's when they go probably bring him out. But yeah,
Well, so
shout out to
I'm
him.
guessing that some of these people gonna like. So what? Sheamus shows up for the cup thing.
Ooh, now that you mentioned, you know what? We'll say that for that video, for another video. But yes, I do think, because they said they're gonna have surprise people in the tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it finally actually add Sheamus and they add maybe who else got released? There's a lot of list of names, but
I hope they don't
Shame-
sign them though. I just hope they just.
no. We're Tony Khan already said already. He's not bringing a lot of people in here. I think you're getting more City Machine Guns. You're getting New Day, Sheamus, and that's probably it. The only other person I can think they probably would add is probably Kyrie Sane, but that's probably it. Like, they're not adding nobody else.
Oh my gosh, Kyrie Sane is gone.
Yes, so that's another person,
yes.
and I wouldn't mind it. I honestly wouldn't mind adding Kyrie Sane, mainly because the women's division itself, like that mid card spot, you could always throw more people in there, and then even the
Kyrie
tag team
Sane's
division.
37.
Tag team division could always use some more people as well, because Divine Dominion with Megan Bain and them, they just be dominating. Like, so yeah, more tag teams, more mid card women.
Yeah,
I'm all in on that. But with that being said, though, thank you guys for joining me today and Soul today in the MVP's Lounge. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always, Blake Monroe should have stayed as Mariah May, man. Should have stayed, but we'll see y'all next time.
I'm not saying peace.